Yes. Good morning. Hi, everyone. How are you? Sunday. Sunday also fun day with math. Huh? Okay. So we'll start the class. Today's topic is limits and derivatives. So in this limits and derivatives, according to NCERT point of view, so what are the important areas? So which kind of questions we'll get in 2026? Everything I'll discuss in today's class. Okay, let's listen carefully. First of all, we have to know the definition, meaning of what is the meaning of the definition. You have to know first. So what is the definition of limit means? The limit definition is so as x tends to a limit is x is tending to a, as x tends to a, the limit of this value, means if you take any f of x as a function, that f of x will changes to f of a. So whenever x is tending to a, the function f of x is changes to f of a is nothing but limit of that function. So what is this meaning? Complete this statement if you write in the form of formation. So that is, this meaning is limit we are going to use lim x tends to a. So we need to notate like this: limit x tends to a, f of x will change as f of a. So if it is a, then you are going to replace, in place of x is a, then this will become f of a. So as limit x tends to a, f of x changes as f of a. That is the definition of a limit, isn't it? For example, so is there any examples? Look at once. For example, limit x tends to 1, x plus 5 is there, isn't it? Limit x tends to 1, x plus 1, x plus 5 is there. So what is this meaning of limit? As x tends to a means as x tends to 1 here. So as x tends to 1, this function f of x how will change? Means just to replace in place of x this one. That's it. So what you are going to do? Just replace in place of this x this one. That is nothing but 1 plus 5 is equals to 6. That's all. Very simple. So whenever you are substituting the limit value, very important point here, whenever you are substituting the limit value, that limit should not continue here. You should stop there, isn't it, sir? So don't write limit x tends to 1, 1 plus 5 is equals to limit x tends to 1, 6. So whenever you are substituting, once you are substituting, you are replacing in place of that limit value, you are not supposed to continue the limit. This is a very important point. And I'll give you one more example. For example, limit x tends to 0, x square plus 2x plus 5 by x cube plus 3 is there. So this is the question. Limit x tends to 0, x square plus 2x plus 5 by x cube plus 3. So this time what you are going to do? Very simple. Just you are going to replace in place of your what value is there? 0 is there. Just replace in place of x 0. That's it. So what happened? 0 square plus 2 into 0 plus 5 by 0 cube plus 3. So this can be written as 0 plus 0 plus 5. It is nothing but 5 by 0 plus 3 is nothing but 3. The answer is 5 by 3. That's all. That's all the question. So limit x tends to 0 means, so I am substituting in place of f of x the value of 0. By the time the function is changed like that, after simplification, the function value will become 5 by 3 as the answer. I substituted 0 in place of the function. That's what limit I am not continuing. So then finally you are going to get the answer. So this kind of areas usually they'll ask for 1 mark. 1 mark questions. So very recently, the previous examination, they're asking this kind of question. Limit x tends to 1, ax square plus bx plus c by cx square plus ax plus b. This is a question. Previous year boards examination, NCERT examination question. What is the question? Limit x tends to 1, ax square plus bx plus c by cx square plus ax plus b. So what you are going to do? Just you are going to replace in place of x 1. In place of x, what you are going to replace? 1. Then what happened here? A into 1 square plus b into 1 plus c whole by c into 1 square plus a into 1 plus B. This is nothing but, if you see very clearly, 1 square is 1, 1 into A plus B plus C by, in the same way denominator also, C plus A plus B. If you observe carefully, this is numerator A plus B plus C. Of course, denominator also you are getting A plus B plus C. Then both will cancel, you are getting the answer is 1. This is the 1 mark related question. Isn't it? This is the 1 mark related question. For 1 mark, they are going to give direct limit substitution. Limit, if you substitute, you will be getting the answer like this. So, all questions are like this only will get a no. So now, what the other kind of questions? So if other kind of questions are getting, then how you are going to solve the sum? So we need to check it. So then I want to give an example to you. So, for example, limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Listen carefully this question. Limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Okay, so now how you are going to solve this question? So as per that method, what method I discussed to you, as per our method, you are going to replace in place of x 2. So if you replace in place of x is 2, you are getting 2 square minus 4 by 2 minus 2. This is nothing but 4 minus 4 by 2 minus 2. This is nothing but 0 by 0. Whenever 0 by 0 you are getting, this is never be equal to 0. This is equal to 0 is wrong. So this is never be is equals to 0. Okay, I will reveal 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks also. Don't worry. So in this 4 marks also will be valuable. Okay, I will reveal all the questions. Don't worry. Okay, you people are texting me. I know very well. 2 marks, 3 marks, everything I'll discuss. So 1 mark already over. Now remaining questions I'll discuss. So let us understand the concept. Now the actual concept will start. Look at carefully. Try to understand very carefully. This one point, if you understood, it is very easy. Complete limits concept, you people will do your own. Understanding? Listen carefully. So, in this question, limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. Okay, to substitute it, you are getting 0 by 0. 0 by 0 never be equal to 0. Don't write the answer as 0. Did you clear? So, this is always not equals to 0. So, 0 by 0 is undefined format. Undefined format. Or else indeterminate format. Indeterminate format. So 0 by any value. 0 by any value is equals to 0, sir. No problem. This is not undefined format. Just I am going to give the clarity between undefined formats and determined formats. Okay. So we don't take in the next question. For example, you are going to get 0 by 5. Isn't it? So don't write this is an undetermined format. This is a determined format only. 0 by any quantity will become 0. No problem. Next, any value by 0. Any value by 0. For example, 6 by 0 you are getting. This is also determined format only. This value is infinite. Isn't it? These two are defined formats. Why? Because 0 by any number, it is a 0. Any number by 0 is also defined format, which is infinity. These two already your new concepts, your known concepts. So this is the concept which is the most important. You are getting 0 by 0. Whenever 0 by 0 you are getting, this format we are going to call as undetermined or indeterminate format we are going to call. So now, like how many kind of undetermined or determined format, indeterminate formats are there? Undefined formats or indeterminate formats are there means. So 0 by 0, you are going to write 0 by 0, 0 power 0, undefined format, infinity power infinity, only infinity is not undefined format. So infinity power infinity is undefined format, and infinity minus infinity, 0 power infinity, infinity power 0, 1 power infinity, all these are indeterminate formats only. All these are undefined or indeterminate formats only. Isn't it? So according to subject point of view, NCERT point of view, only this concept enough for you. Isn't it? In objective point of view, in case set, in JEE mains, in JEE advanced, these concepts also compulsory. So just you have to look at the idea. So that idea it is required. So not only this one format, along with this format, these many formats are there which are undefined. Did you clear? Now let us, we are talking about only this format. Why? Because according to your point of view, you will be getting maximum 0 by 0 and infinity minus infinity. These two concepts only will get usually. Isn't it? Let's come to here. So whenever this kind of undetermined or indeterminate forms, undefined formats are getting, what to do then? So I told you, so this is not the right method. To substitute the limit value is not the right method. This is absolutely wrong method. To direct substitution is wrong method. Then what to do? Then what to do means you have following methods. So in these methods, we are going to follow any one of the method according to the situation, according to the problem. So depends on the problem, the situation. Sometimes may one method will follow, or sometimes may more than one method also will follow. So I will tell you what are the methods are there to solve this kind of questions means. So one is either formula method. One is either formula method. Few questions by applying formulas will get the answer. That is one method. And the method 2 is rationalization method. What is it? Rationalization. Either formula method, please note down, either formula method or rationalization method or factorization method. This is also possible sometimes. Factors, if you convert into factors, then the problem can solve. So factorization method and other simplification, any other simplification. Okay, any other simplification. What are the methods you have? We are going to solve the sum among these four methods. Sometimes for few questions only factorization method may possible. Few questions formula also possible, factorization also possible. For few questions, formula possible, rationalization also possible. So that by the time depends. So you are going to get a grip on formula, you will do by using grip on through formula. Otherwise, you know very well how to rationalize, you are going to do by using rationalize. I will tell you the techniques also, which kind of questions are rationalized, which kind of questions are factorization, usually which kind of questions are formula, everything I will discuss in this class. Okay, now let us come to here. So when we are going to use these techniques, so whenever you are getting indeterminate format, whenever you are getting 0 by 0, 0 power 0, infinity power infinity, infinity minus infinity, 0 power infinity, infinity power 0, 1 power infinity, this kind of unnecessary formats are getting, by that time any one of the method will follow among four. So this is the technique to solve these questions. Next, rationalization means you know very well. Okay, so factorization means just you need to convert into factors. Other simplification means like you are going to take common, isn't it, sir? So something, for example, in the numerator, something like that x square is common. So let us take common in the numerator x square, and the denominator also something like that x is common. Let us take x is common, then cancel. Like that also we can able to simplify, isn't it? That is the simplification. Then what about this? This is very important, right? So what about this formula method? What about the formula method means? Definitely you have to know the formulas, right? Look at carefully. So the formula method I am going to discuss now. Formula method is, so the few formulas you are going to know. So the formulas are, the very first formula, very important formula, limit x tends to a. What's that? Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is equals to n into a power n minus 1. This is the formula number 1. What is the formula, sir? Limit x tends to a, x to the power of n minus a to the power of n by x minus a is equals to n into a power n minus 1. So if you want to apply this formula means, so 4 matchings should be exist. What are the 4 matchings? X, x, x matching 1. A matching 2, power n matching 3. So these two are negative signs, matching 4. Whenever these 4 matchings are exist, then the formula you can able to write power n into a power n minus 1. Isn't it? coming to second formula, limit x tends to a, x to the power of m minus a to the power of m by x to the power of n minus a to the power of n. Almost similar kind of formula only. This formula will get it m by n into a power m minus n. This is the formula. So here also matching x, a, and both powers are same. Denominator also powers are same and both are negative signs. By that time only we can apply the formula m by n into a power m minus n. Did you clear, sir? Let us move to third one. Third one is limit x tends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x is equals to 1. In the same way, limit x tends to 0 a power x minus 1 by x is equals to log a base e. I hope these two formulas you know very well. So in place of a, if you replace e, what happened? This formula will get it. If you replace a as e, you are getting log e base e. Because a is replacing as e, right? Log e base e is nothing but 1. Log e by log e, that is equals to 1. You will be getting this formula. So e means e is a fixed constant. But a means a is not the fixed constant. A means in place of a, you can able to take 2 also. For example, if you take a is 2, the formula will be what? Limit x tends to 0, 2 power x minus 1 by 2 can be written as log 2 base e. If you take a is equals to 3, where a must be greater than 0. Why greater than 0? Logarithm is there. Logarithm does not take negative value, right? That's what a must be greater than 0. So, for example, a is equals to 3. Limit x tends to 0, 3 power x minus 1 by x is equals to log 3 base e. For example, a is equals to 5. Can you tell the formula? Limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 5 power x minus 1 by x. What's the formula? Exactly. That is the formula log 5 base e. That's it. After these 4 formulas, you are going to learn these 3 formulas which are most important. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1. This is the most important formula. So actually your 5 marks question this only. So without this question there is no 2026 question paper. So that is the proof is they're going to ask derive limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1 geometrically. What's the proof? Derive limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equals to 1 geometrically. This is the proof, very important. Either like that they'll ask or else they will ask in some other way. So derive sandwich theorem. Isn't it? Sandwich theorem. By the time also same proof only you need to do. So okay, if today we have time, I will discuss this proof also. Otherwise, if no time, then what I want to do, so I will go with separate video I will do for this proof today only. Okay, today I will do separate video for this. Okay, let us come to here. Limit x tends to 0, cos x is equals to 1. One more formula. There is no by x for cos. Isn't it? So this is also in sandwich theorem only we will get it. So limit x tends to 0, cos x is equals to 1. And coming to next, limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. These two are similar kind of formulas. Limit x tends 0, sin x by x is equals to 1. Limit x tends 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. This is easy only. Limit x tends 0, cos x. If you replace x as 0, cos 0 is nothing but 1. Like that you are getting the formula. So how this proof will get it means definitely geometrical approach is there. According to that approach we need to discuss. So that is only your 5 marks related question. So this question is depends on just to this formula and this formula. If you use these two formulas, you will be getting limit x tends 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. So coming to here, why we are discussing all these concepts? Okay, why? Because if you are getting indeterminate format 0 by 0, so you are going to have 4 approaches. In that one of the approach is formula approach. In that formula approach, you must be knowing these formulas. This is formula number 5, this is 6, and this is the 7th formula. These 7 formulas should be in your fingertips. What are the formulas, sir? Formula number 1, limit x tends to a, x to the power of n minus a to the power of n by x minus a is equals to n into a power n minus 1. Second formula, read along with me please. Limit x tends to a, x to the power of m minus a to the power of m by x to the power of n minus a to the power of n is equals to m by n into a power m minus n. Third formula, limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 whole by x is equals to 1. The fourth formula, limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is equals to logarithm of a base e. Coming to fifth formula, which is the most important formula, limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1. Coming to next, limit x tends to 0, cos x is equals to 1. Then limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is equals to 1. So these 7 formulas should be in your fingertips, which are very, very important. Why? Because if you know the formula, then you will be getting the idea, oh, this question we can able to solve by using formula. If you don't know the formula, you cannot able to get that kind of ideas. That's what formula is the most important. If you know the formula, then you will be getting very, very easily, friends. Let us move to next rationalization. Factorization also, I will explain once, and what are the other simplifications also I'll explain. I'll explain. So once you copy these formulas, friends. So can I move to next? I will erase. Then this question how to solve I will discuss afterwards. Okay. Then I will continue this one. So now let us come to here. Limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. I told you very clearly, direct substitution is completely wrong. So if you substitute directly, you are getting 0 by 0. You are facing that kind of undefined format. That's what we are choosing the remaining methods. Then we can able to solve in these 2 methods. Okay, I will discuss both the methods. Which method is preferable, you need to tell afterwards. Okay, 2 methods I'll tell you. Which method is good method, you need to suggest me. Okay, then how much you understood I can understand. Okay, so this is method 1. I will discuss now. Method 1, limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. So I am going to do like this. Limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 can be written as 2 square by x minus 2. This is equals to limit x tends to 2. Limit x tends to 2. So x square minus 2 square, it is of the form a square minus b square. A square minus b square is nothing but a minus b into a plus b. Clear? So then this can be written as x minus 2 into x plus 2 whole by x minus 2. X minus 2, x minus 2 get cancelled. Then you are getting limit x tends to 2, x plus 2 is there. Now just replace in place of x is 2. That's what you are getting. 2 plus 2 is equals to, final answer is 4. 4 is the answer. Why we are choosing this method actually? Why we are choosing this method? You are getting direct substitution. If you do, you are getting 0 by 0. That's what one of the method what I am applying. Just other simplification. Just I applied regular formula. A square minus b square equal to a minus b into a plus b. 4 methods I told now. So one of the method I applied. Isn't it? By applying that method, you are getting the answer is 4. Now I'll move to the second method. You have the other method also. Limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 by x minus 2. I consider the question. Limit x tends to 2, x square minus 2 square by x minus 2. Again, the first step, very first step is this one. Okay. Then now I want to choose the first formula. I want to do this question by using formula approach. What is the formula approach? Since limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is equals to n into a power n minus 1 is the formula. Isn't it? Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a equal to n into a power n minus 1 is the formula. So now, look at carefully. X matching one. See, x first matching. Okay. Next a 2 okay. Next both are same. Minus minus, of course minus. So whenever it is in the format, you can able to write this is equals to, according to this, no limit will continue, sir. So don't write limit here. So just you are going to write n into, what is the value of n? 2 into a power, what is the value of a? 2 power n minus 1. What is the value of n? 2 minus 1. So 2 into 2 to the power of 1, you are getting answer is 4. You're getting answer is 4. So the same question you can able to solve by using simplification method, or else the same question you can able to solve which we discussed the formula, by using that formula also we can solve. So can you able to tell from these two methods which method is preferable? Can you comment once? I will check it your comments. Method 1 or method 2? Just tell me. Method 1 or method 2? Can you give your priority? Method 1 is best method or method 2 is the best method? Can you respond? Method 1 or method 2? So method 2. Yeah, can you respond remaining all? Method 1 or method 2 is better method? So in method 2 they are writing, so method 1 method 2 if you compare 100% is method 2 only best method. This is the best method. Why? Because I'll give you one more example to you. For example, so why method 2 only preferable and best method means limit extends to, for example, to x power 5 minus 32 by x minus 2 is given, for example. The next question is given, limit extends to 2, x power 5 minus 32 by x minus 2 is given. So if you go by using method 1, what are the problems you are going to face means, this can be written as limit extends to 2, x power 5 minus 2 power 5 by x minus 2. Here, just the formula is a square minus b square, you are applying nicely, but here the formula is a power 5 minus b power 5. That is very, very difficult for you. You are going to write a minus b into, you are going to write the remaining part. So that formula is difficult. Like cube, power 5, power 6, power 7, power 8 are there means you are going to remember all kind of formulas. So that's what method 1 is not at all preferable. So method 2 is preferable. Whenever x power 5 minus 2 power 5 by x minus 2, the answer will be getting exactly 5 into 2 power 5 minus 1. You will be getting whatever answer you are getting, that is the final answer. So that's what ultimately method 2. Formula method is important. That is the importance of the formula. That's what you need to by heart this formula. Did you clear or not, sir? Can I move to next concept, next contribution questions? Yeah, look at carefully. So now we'll move to general questions like this kind of questions are your textbook questions which are easy. I will give you one by one. Let us try to do. Limit extends to 1, x cube minus x square plus 1. Let's solve. Limit extends to 3, x into x plus 1. Limit extends to minus 1, 1 plus x square plus so on plus x power 10. Fourth one, limit extends to 1, x square plus 1 by x plus 100. These are general questions. How do you know these are general questions? How do you know the general question? This is so this is what you are going to do, direct substitution. If denominator is there, not there means there is no confusion. So this is the direct substitution only. So direct substitution, if you are not getting 0 by 0 or any other undefined format, no problem. If you are getting undefined format only, you need to choose any one of the method. Now let us substitute here 1 cube minus 1 square plus 1. Of course the answer is 1 after cancellation these two. Okay, then this can be written as 3 into 3 plus 1. So that's what 3 into 4, that is equals to 12. Very easy question. Let's move to here. Up to 10 terms are there. 1. Okay, x power 1 value, x square value, x cube value. I hope you know very well. Minus 1 whole power even number, minus 1 whole power odd number. Minus 1 whole power even number is equals to plus 1, minus 1 whole power odd number is equals to minus 1. If you see here, 1, x power 1 minus 1, x square minus 1 whole square plus 1. So x cube, x power 4, x power 5, x power 6, x power 7, x power 8, x power 9 and x power 10 finally. Isn't it? So x power 10 means minus 1 whole power 10, that is nothing but positive. So plus 1 minus 1 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 cancel, 1 remains. That one is only your answer, friends. Let us move to here. So this is what you are going to write. So don't think about whether this is formula or anything else. First you try to substitute x as 1. If you are getting undefined format, then you go for this. Then you are getting 1 square plus 1 by 1 plus 100. This is nothing but 2 by 101. This is your answer, friends. Okay, so these are the general questions, simple questions. Now let us move to the continuation part. For example, the question is like this. Limit x tends to 1. X power 15 minus 1 by x power 10 minus 1. This is the question. Limit x tends to 1. X power 15 minus 1 by x power 10 minus 1. So now if you see here, so what we are going to do, generally if you are trying to substitute x as 1, you are getting 1 power 15, 1 minus 1, 0, numerator 0. By denominator, if you say 1 power 10 minus 1, denominator also 0. This will become 0 by 0, undefined format. Isn't it? So whenever this is the undefined format, what you are going to do? You need to take the help of, which I discussed the 4 methods, any one of the method. I will convert into formula because while seeing this question, it is look like a formula approach. If you want to apply this formula, you should know the formula very carefully. Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is equals to n into a power n minus 1. This is the formula. Isn't it? Now in this formula, if you want to try to apply this formula, just these matchings are required, x, a, n and minus. But if you see here, x okay, 1 okay, but powers are not same, and of course this is negative sign. So this is what the powers are not same means. You can able to convert very easily. 1 can be written as 1 power 15, no problem, right? 1 power 15 also 1 only. That's what 1 can be written as according to this power, 1 power 15 by x power 10 minus 1. Of course this is nothing but x power n minus a power n. This formula. This is nothing but m by n into a power m minus n. A power m minus n. Okay, the second formula can applicable. Why? Because denominator also power is there. So that's what. The denominator also having power. Numerator and denominator both having powers. Formula is this only. Limit x tends to a, x power m minus a power m by x power n minus a power n equal to m by n into a power m minus n. Now if you see, according to the denominator also you are going to convert. This is what? 10. 1 power 10 also 1 only. That's what we return. Now this is of the form m by n. M is 15, n is 10. M by n into a power 1 power m minus n. This is equals to, this is 5 3s are 5 2s are 3 by 2 into 1 power anything, 1 only. No need to simplify anything. If it is fraction also, no need to simplify. 1 power is there means that result is 1 only. So 3 by 2 is your answer. Okay, this is the very easiest question and conversion into formula. Similarly, you can able to do this question also. Limit x tends to 0, x power 1 whole power 5 minus 1 by x. How to do this question? How to do this question means this is also I am going to do by using formula method, because I am getting undefined format. If you take 0, what happens? 0 plus 1, 1. 1 power 5 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Numerator 0. By denominator directly 0. 0 by 0. Undefined format. That's what I am going to select any one of the following methods. The very best method is formula. How to apply the formula? Look at carefully. The formula is what? Limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a is equals to n into a power n minus 1. This formula, how to apply here? Look at carefully. So how many matchings are required? X 1, a 2, power same 3, minus 4. So let us see all 4 matchings are there or not in the question. This is x plus 1, this is x, mismatch. 0, 1, nothing is there, mismatch. Power 5, nothing is there, mismatch. Minus, nothing is there, mismatch. 4 also mismatch only. But with respect to one step, with respect to one step, we can able to convert into our format, our formula format. What to do? Look at carefully. So limit x tends to 0. X plus 1 whole power 5. Of course, 1 can be written as 1 power 5, right? So powers are same. By denominator you have x. So what I want to do here, so according to the numerator having x plus 1. So here only x is there. So what I want to do, just a small operation, just I want to add 1 and subtract 1. What I did here, just add 1 and subtract 1, sir. So if you add 1 and subtract 1 and keeping the bracket here, there is not at all a problem, because plus 1 minus 1 cancel, you are getting the same step. So add 1 and subtract 1. So this is nothing but what happened, So if you see powers are same, this is minus, these two are same, isn't it? And this is x tends to 0 is there, but x plus 1, here also x plus 1 required. Here 1, here also 1 required. That's what, as x tends to 0 is there, this can be written as apply both sides 1. Apply both the sides 1. If you apply both the sides 1, you are getting x plus 1 tends to 0 plus 1, then x plus 1 tends to 1. Isn't it? So now this x tends to 0 also can be written as according to this what? X plus 1 tends to 1. Understanding? Now look at carefully. X plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1. 1, 1, 1. Powers are same, 5, 5. And minus. All 4 matchings exist, right? Then can we apply the formula? So this is equals to n into a power n minus 1. This is equals to 5 into 1 power anything 1. 5 into 1 is nothing but 5 is your answer. Did you clear? I'll move to next. Next question. Limit x tends to 0. Root 1 plus x minus 1 by x. This is the formula. This is the problem. Limit x tends to 0. Root 1 plus x minus 1 by x. This is the question. Now, what about this kind of questions? How to handle? So, let us take 0 here. 1 plus 0, 1. Root 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0 by 0. 0 by 0. Undefined format. So, whenever undefined format, you are going to follow any one of the method. So, now what I want to choose the method means I want to go for rationalization method. Isn't it? Why I want to use the rationalization means whenever square roots are there in the question. Isn't it? Whenever square roots are there in the question, let us try to do by using rationalization. The problem will be very easy. Of course, this question by using formula also can solve. Okay, but rationalization also can solve. You can get it the sum very easily by using rationalization. Limit x tends to 0, root 1 plus x minus 1 by x. So I want to apply the rationalization into root 1 plus x plus 1 by root 1 plus x plus 1. Clear? This can be written as limit x tends to 0. So a minus b into a plus b. The formula is a square minus b square whole by x into root 1 plus x plus 1. So this is equals to limit x tends to 0. Square and root will get cancelled. 1 plus x minus 1 square is 1 by x into root 1 plus x plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. You are getting limit x tends to 0. X by x into root 1 plus x plus 1. Then x and x get cancelled. You are getting 1 by, in the remaining value, substitute limit value, root over 1 plus 0 plus 1. You are getting 1 by 1 plus 0, 1 under root 1, 1 plus 1 is equals to 1 by 2. This is your answer. This is a very, very important question. So, by rationalization, the sum will be very easy. Just you are going to apply rationalization with the opposite sign. Then formula applied a plus b into a minus b square minus b square. Calculation, simplification, you are getting the substitution. Okay, this method is very, very easy. Let us move to next question. extends to 0, sine 4x by sine 2x. How to solve? Limit x to 0 sine 4x by sine 2x. So how to solve this kind of questions means, so limit x tends to 0, it is completely depends on, see, if you substitute 0, what happened? Sine 4 into 0, 0, sine 0, 0 by sine 2 into 0, sine 0, 0, 0 by 0, undefined format. So that's what I'm taking the help of the formula. What is the formula? Limit x tends to 0, sine x by x is equals to 1. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1 is the formula. So this formula extension also need to know. What is the extension of this formula means? Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x equal to 1 means limit 2x tends to 0, sin 2x by 2x is also 1 only. So this meaning is if these two are same, then the result will become 1. That is the meaning. Of course, x tends to 0 can be written as, if you multiply both the sides, 2x tends to 0 will be obviously will be exists. And moreover, limit x tends to 0, sin something like the tan x is there, by x is there, for example. So if you want to write this result as 1, so what do you want? If this is tan x means, the angle is tan x means you want in the denominator also tan x. That's what, multiply and divide by 10, operate by 10. Then what happened? So of course if you multiply by 10 both sides, tan x tends to 10 into 0, 0. So this quantity will become 1 into 10 is equals to 10. Understanding? So for example, limit x tends to 0, sine something like the 25x is there, here 5x is there, for example. So then if you want to write this is 1, so compulsory this should be 25. But 5 is there means, so what is the balance value? So 5. So just operate with 5 in the numerator and denominator. Operate with 5 in the numerator and denominator. Of course, you can able to multiply both the sides 25. 25x tends to 0 is inbuilt. So this result will get it 1 into 5 is equals to 5 is your value. So you have to know, you have to be in the basic idea about this one. And moreover, you have to know for properties. For properties you have to know. What are the 4 properties means? Property number 1, limit x tends to a, f of x plus g of x is equals to limit x tends to a, f of x plus limit x tends to a, g of x. Limit x tends to a, f of x plus g of x equal to limit x tends to a, f of x plus limit x tends to a, g of x. In the same way, if it is minus, minus will exist. Limit x tends to a, f of x minus g of x is equals to limit x tends to a, f of x minus limit x tends to a, g of x. So next, coming to second property, limit x tends to a, f of x into g of x is there. Multiplication. Multiplication of 2. So this can be written as limit x tends to a, f of x into limit x tends to a, g of x. Limit x tends to a, f of x into limit x tends to a, g of x. Next, third property, limit x tends to a, f of x by g of x is there means, this can be written as limit x tends to a, f of x by limit x tends to a, g of x. What is this meaning? If it is multiplication is there, you convert it into 2 limits. If it is division is there, you can able to separate the limits for the numerator as well as denominator. Understanding? Coming to next, limit x tends to a, something like that, some constant into f of x is there, for example. Constant into f of x is there, means just you take out the constant outside into limit x tends to a, f of x. So very simple formula. Addition is there means 2 limits can split. Minus is there means 2 limits can split. Product is there means 2 limits can split. Division is there means 2 limits can split. And constant and function is there means you can able to take out the constant outside and you can able to write the function. And limit x tends to a, only constant is there. For example, gives constant only where k is constant. Where k is constant. Please copy this one. Is it clear board? Visibility is there? Is it clear? Check it once. Just update me. Is it clear or not? If you are sending not visible, that's what. So now it's visible, but we couldn't understand because the screen was blank. Will you explain? Can you explain one more time? Okay, I will update in YouTube, right? So that's what you can check it. You can cross check once. While explanation, I will repeat once again. Okay, na? No issue, no issue. You will understand. You can listen carefully. Yeah. Now it is okay. Can you send a message? Can you text? Now is this okay? Is it clear board now? Yeah. That's good. That's good. Great. So listen carefully. So limit x tends 0 sine 4x by sine 2x. Just now I discussed the property, fourth property I think. So limit x tends to a f of x by g of x. Is there is what you are going to write? Limit x tends to a f of x by limit x tends to a g of x. So you can able to split this limit into numerator as well as denominator. So in the same way, let us convert limit x tends to 0 sine 4x by limit x tends to 0 sine 2x. We can split into two parts that limit. What's to do next? What's to do next means, so you are going to operate this thing. Because what is the formula? Limit x tends to 0 sine x by x is equals to 1. So this is x means this is also x required. So this is 4x is there, but there is no 4x in the denominator. That's what you are going to operate by 4x and into 4x. In the similar way, denominator also, right? Operate by 2x into 2x. Then what happened? X and x get cancelled. And what about next? This limit will become 1 and this limit also will become 1. So 1 into 4 by 1 into 2 and hence the answer is 2. Very simple. Clear? So depends on property and formula. First according to property we split. Afterwards according to formula we adjusted denominator by multiplying and dividing. Then we are simplifying, you are getting the answer. Isn't it? Similarly, you have one more question. Limit x tends to 0. Tan x by x is equals to 1. Actually, this is one of the formula. This is also very important. So one of the formula, this one they'll ask. So this is equals to limit x tends to 0. Tan x can be written as sin x by cos x whole by x. Tan x can be written as sin x by cos x whole by x. This is equals to limit x tends to 0. X by 1, nothing is there, means this can be written as sin x by cos x into, if you take reciprocal, you are getting 1 by x. This is equals to limit x tends to 0. So you need to get the idea. What is the idea? So limit x tends to 0 sin x. Sin x denominator always you want x only because of the formula. So if you see here, sin x denominator cos x is there, but x is there here. So this is multiplication. That's what is your idea, you know, just you need to replace, just you need to interchange these two positions. Isn't it? Then what happened? Sin x by x into 1 by cos x. Clear? Just say interchange these two positions. And I want to apply the formula. What is the formula? Limit I want to split. Property, not formula, property. Limit x tends to a f of x into limit x tends to a g of x. I want to write two individual limits. Limit x tends to 0. Sin x by x into limit x tends to 0, 1 by cos x. Which property I applied? Limit x tends to a, f of x into g of x is equals to limit x tends to a f of x into limit x tends to a g of x. This property I applied. Isn't it? Then what happened? This is nothing but this is a formula directly into, again apply the formula. Limit x tends to 0, 1, limit x tends to 0 cos x. So 1 by limit extends to a constant, gives constant only, 1 only, then denominator is limit extends 0 cos x. Then what is the formula? 1 into 1 by limit extends 0 cos x is 1. 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. 1 is your answer. Of course, you know very well limit extends 0 tan x by x is equals to 1. We learn the formula. Clear? So I'll move to next question. Next question. So I hope these questions you can able to solve easily. I will give you the question. Let us try. Limit x tends to 0. Sin ax by bx. Second question. Limit x tends to 0. Sin ax by sin bx. Third question. Limit x tends to 0. Sin pi minus x by pi into pi minus x. Can you try once? How to solve this one? Limit x tends to 0, sin ax by bx. So how to do this one? So, so this is ax, but this is bx. These two are mismatch. If this is ax means compulsory you need in the denominator is ax only. So that's what I'm going to do. X okay, but b, in place of b you want a. That's what, write down this b is separately. Means you are going to write limit x tends to 0 sin ax by, keep that x here only, then that b write down separately, which is not necessary for you. That one write down separately. Now what happened? This is ax. So convert into ax. Just you operate, multiply and divide by a. Just I am operating with multiplication and division by a. See, limit x tends to 0, sin ax by ax. Of course, ax. This one ax you want means that is inbuilt. If you are not writing also not a problem. This is ax tends to a into 0 is 0 only. Now what about this part? According to formula, 1 into a by b. Answer is a by b. Very simple. Very simple. Why we are choosing all these methods? You are getting 0 by 0 format. Observe, if you take 0 here, sin 0, 0 by b into 0, 0. 0 by 0, undefined format. That's what we are choosing the formula method. One of the method. If you are getting 0 by 0 only, you are going to choose any one of the following 4 formats, 4 methods. Understanding? Let us move to here. Here also 0 by 0, right? That's what again you need to formula. Apply the formula. I hope very easily you can understand. So this is the property you are going to apply. This is f of x, this is g of x. Can I split? So can you do along with me? This is equals to limit x tends to 0 sin x by limit x tends to 0 sin bx. Hope you understood. Then what is the requirement? Can you tell? Sin ax is there. What is the requirement in the denominator? What is the requirement? Angle is ax, right? Ax, divide and multiply by ax. Of course, denominator see, sin bx is there. What is the requirement? Divide and multiply. That's it. X and x get cancelled. So this result is 1. This result is 1. 1 into a by 1 into b is equals to a by b is your answer. Very easy, right? Let's move to next question. So limit x to 0, sin pi minus x by pi into pi minus x. If you take 0, what happened? Sin pi minus 0. Sin pi 0. Sin n pi is 0 by. So this is what you are getting 0. Pi into pi minus 0, direct substitution. So sin pi minus 0 by pi into pi minus 0. Sin pi 0 by pi into pi square. This is nothing but 0. 0 is your answer. Okay, sin pi minus x by pi into pi minus x. Okay, so this is 0. For example, if the question is given like this, something like that, limit x tends to, see, one more question I am creating, limit x tends to pi sin pi minus x by pi into pi minus x is given, for example. So the difference between these two I am explaining. So here directly I substituted as this thing. So now if you give the question as like this, limit extends to pi, x this is, okay, extends to pi instead of 0, if it is pi given, by that time what happened, if you take pi minus pi 0, sin 0 0, pi minus pi 0, 0 by 0 you are getting. So that rule, direct substitution like this is not possible, not correct. So what to do? You need to take the help of the formula. What is the formula? Same limit extends to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1. This formula only. Limit extends to 0, sin x by x is equals to 1. This formula only you are going to apply. So now we can't change this angle. Okay, so and moreover, if you observe, this pi is constant. Okay, function is x, pi is constant, keep it outside according to the property. So 1 by pi into limit extends to pi sin pi minus x by pi minus x. So as per rule, this equal, the result is 1. Of course, this extends to 0 is there. But here what happened? X tends to pi is there. Of course, this is also we can able to convert into x tends to 0. Look at carefully. So what we can able to do, x tends to pi can be written as operate with minus both the sides. Minus pi. Understand? So limit x tends to 0, sin x by x equal to 0 means whatever x is there, that tends to 0 required. According to formula. Now in place of x, pi minus x is there, you want pi minus x tends to 0 required. This is what you want. So now that's what I want to operate, x tends to pi in your hands. I want to operate with minus sign. Then I want to operate with plus pi. Then what happened? Pi minus x tends to 0 only. Getting or not? So this is also can be written as pi minus x tends to 0. In exam, if you are not writing this one, also not a problem. X tends to pi means inbuilt pi minus x tends to is 0 is there. That's what you no need to adjust this one. If you adjust also not a problem. If you are not adjusting also not a problem. You can keep like x tends to pi only, but you have to understand whether the formula is 100% applicable or not. So this result is nothing but 1 into 1 by pi. The result is 1 by pi. Okay. Just you have to know the difference between these two questions. Okay. Can I move to next? Next question. Limit extends to 0, cos 2x minus 1 by cos x minus 1. And this is limit extends to 0. Substitute limit cos 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, cos 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, 0 by 0. So not applicable. Just this is what general simplification. The fourth one I told. So normal simplification method. So what is the simplification? Minus 1 is there. Whenever cos is there, cos having, there are 4 formulas. In that 4 formulas, one is the one cancellation formula is there. What are the formula for cos 2x? 1 minus 2 sin square x, 2 cos square x minus 1, 1 minus tan square x by 1 plus tan square x. The very first formula cos square x minus sin square x. Okay. In these 4 formulas, 1 minus 2 sin square x or 2 cos square x minus 1, both are one cancellation formulas. This, which is the suitable formula? 1 minus 2 sin square x minus 1 by, this is cos x. If 2x means you are getting x. So x means you are getting 1 minus 2 sin square x by 2 minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 cancel, plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Limit extends to 0. Minus 2 sin square x by minus 2 sin square x by 2 remaining. Minus 2 get cancelled. Limit extends to 0. Sin square x can be written as what? Okay. So can I able to split into individual limits? Okay. So then limit extends 0 sin square x by limit extends to 0 sin square x by 2. Understanding? Individual limits are splitted. Why? Because if you take 0 here, this is also 0 by 0 format only. So whenever two different functions are there, you have a property, you can able to split the limit. Splitted the limit. Then what to do? Here, listen carefully again. So here also we are going to apply the formula is limit x tends 0 sin x by x equal to 1. But whenever limit x tends 0 sin x by x equal to 1, you have to learn one more important point. Please focus carefully. Limit x tends to 0, for example, sin power 5x is there. Sin power 5x is there means what requirement is there in the denominator means not 1, not x, not only 1x. So you want how many x's look at that. Sin power 5x means what is this meaning? Sin x into sin x into sin x into sin x into sin x, right? 5 times multiplication of sin x. So for this sin x 1x, 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 total x into x into x into x into x. So you want 5x's. So x to the power of 5 is required in the denominator. So whatever power is there, that power is required. By the time only the answer is 1. Understanding? So I will give you one more question. Limit x tends to 0, sin power 100x is there. You want x power 100 in the denominator, then only the result will become 1. Otherwise not 1. So for example, limit x tends to 0, sin cube 2x is there. So what is the requirement in the denominator, you know? Can you say? The requirement in the denominator, x cube is wrong. So what is the answer, you know? You want 2x whole cube. So angle is 2x, right? So 2x, what is the power? 3. This is required. Then only the result is 1. Otherwise this is not equal to 1. Understanding? For example, limit x tends to 0, sin power 5 into something like that, 8x is there. So what is the requirement in the denominator, you know? 8x whole to the power of 5, then only the result is 1. So not only for sin, even for tan also, limit x to 0, tan square 3x is there. So you want 3x whole square in the denominator, then only the result is 1. For example, limit x tends to 0, sin power 4 into 3x is there. You have 3 cube x power 4 is there. 3 cube x power 4. Actually, originally what you want? 3x whole power 4 is required. Means this meaning 3 power 4 into x power 4 is required. But 3 cube only there. That's what you operate with 3 into 3. Then 3 power 4 x power 4. This result will become 1 into 3. You are getting the answer is 3 is the answer by that time instead of 1. Why? Because this part is 1, 1 into 3 is nothing but 3. You have to know this kind of techniques also. Now, very clearly you will understand this one now by understanding this concept. Look at carefully. So this is equals to limit x tends to 0, sin square x is there. So what is the denominator required? This is nothing but sin x into sin x, right? Into by x means x square required into x square required by limit x tends to 0, sin square x by 2 is there. What is the requirement in the denominator? So what is the angle? X by 2 whole square. This is the requirement. So write down again the same, x by 2 whole square. Isn't it? So x by 2 whole square can be written as what? X square by 4. Can I write directly? Now what about this? This result is 1. This result is 1. This result also 1. So this is equals to, and x square and x square get cancelled. 1 by 4. You are getting the answer is 4. Understanding how to solve? Very, very simple. Cos 2x, you are going to write 1 minus 2 sin square x. Same cos x, you are going to write 1 minus 2 sin square x by 2. Then 1 cancel, simplification. Then apply this technique. You will be getting the sum is very easy. Clear? Can I move to next sum? Next sum is the most important. This is also good question. Important question only. Limit x tends to 0, ax plus x cos x by b sin x. Ax plus x cos x by b sin x. So what to do with this question? So this is equals to limit x tends to 0, ax plus x cos x by b sin x means let us substitute 0 in place of x. A into 0, 0 plus 0 into any quantity 0 by sin 0, 0, 0. So 0 by 0 format, that's what you are going to do means. If you observe carefully, here x is there, x is there. Take in the numerator x as common. A, x common means A remaining, plus x common means cos x remaining, whole by B into sin x is there. That's what is your formula, sin x by x 1 kada, under limit x tends to 0. That's what just you are going to write by x into x. Understand? X and x get cancelled. Now limit x tends to a, f of x, g of x can split the function. Limit x tends to 0, constant gives constant, plus limit x tends to 0, cos x whole by apply limit. So be constant, keep it outside according to format. Limit x tends to 0, sin x by x. What happened then? A plus limit x tends to 0, cos x 1. If you substitute limit value also 1, cos 0 1 by b into limit x tends to 0, sin x by x 1. That's all the answer. A plus 1 by b, very simple. If you know the technique how to simplify, it's very easy. Okay. I'll go to next question. Similar kind of model, one more is there. These are the important questions. And one more is there. Limit x tends to 0, sin ax plus bx by ax plus sin bx. What to do? Limit x tends to 0. Go for the same logic. If you take directly 0, sin 0, 0, b into 0, 0, 0 by 0. Undefined. That's what I'm going to take x common in the numerator as well as in denominator. X common, sin ax by x plus x common means b will remain by x common, a plus sin bx by x. I hope you understood. Then what to do next step? This is equals to x get cancelled, limit x tends to 0. Can I split the limit? If you split the limit, sin ax by x plus b by limit x tends to 0, a plus sin bx by x. Just operate with a, multiply and divide by a. Understood, I hope? Because sin ax is there means you want in the denominator ax only, multiply and divide by a. Now here multiply and divide by what? Bx is there, multiply and divide by b. This is equals to limit x tends to 0, sin ax by x 1 into a plus b by limit x tends to 0, constant, it gives constant only, plus this limit you can able to apply for this also, right? So limit x tends to 0, sin bx by bx equal to 1 into b. Answer is 1. A plus b cancel, you will be getting the answer is 1. So very simple approaches. Okay. This is the question which is the most important. Okay. So this is the content from limits topic. So I will stop here, limit. So now if you understand this concept, you can understand, you can do any kind of limit question very easily. Then next concept is existency of limit. That is the most important topic and most confusing topic. Okay, most of the people, they'll struggle while solving the sums in existency of limit. What is this concept? In the easiest way, I'll try to explain. Let us see carefully. So I want to explain on flow chart. Through flow chart, I will explain the concept of the existency of limit. Existency of limit. So how to exist the limit? That is the concept. So this concept is two types. There are two models in this concept. One is greater than less than model. One more is not equals to model. What are they? They're going to give a function f of x. One model is greater than less than model. Means they're going to give the question x greater than or equals to a, x less than a, like that they give. Greater than less than model. Very important concept. In this concept only your 4 marks question will get in the final exam. 4 marks question on this concept only. That's what you need to listen very carefully. The model recognition is most important. Afterwards, how to solve the model you can understand. So f of x, they're going to give any question, mod x or sin x or x square plus 2, linear function or else quadratic format, whatever question it is given, you need to focus on this, not on this. First focus on this, that is greater than less than model, or else the second model is not equals to a, equals to a. Not equals to model. Greater than less than model, not equals to model. Isn't it? So then this is very clearly not equals to this is greater than less than. So once if you identify this is this model, type 1, I will call as type 1, right? This is type 2. If it is type 1, what you are going to check, limit x tends to a minus f of x is equals to limit x tends to a plus f of x is equals to f of a. Understand it? Limit x tends to a minus f of x, limit x tends to a plus f of x is equals to a. How to find out a minus a plus? I'll explain. First you let us understand the format. So limit x tends to a minus f of x and limit x tends to a plus f of x and f of a, all the three are equal means f of x exists at x equal to a. F of x exists at x is equals to a. Isn't it? Otherwise not exists. And coming to type 2. Type 2 is very clear. Limit x tends to no a plus no a minus. Directly limit x tends to a f of x is equals to f of a. That's all. No left limit, no right limit. This is left limit, this is right limit. Here there is no left and right limit. Limit x tends to f of x equal to f of a, that's all. So whenever it is exists, therefore we are going to call f of x is exists at x equal to a. Otherwise, not exists. Isn't it? F of x exists or not exists depends on these two formations only. You need to check whether greater than or less than model or not equals to or equals to model. If it is greater than less than model, you need to do left limit, right limit and f of a. All the three are equal means exists. So not equals to model means direct method, limit x tends to f of x and f of a both are equal means it is exists. Okay. So let us copy the flowchart. Next, shall I start the sums? Look at the sums. One example I will give here only. For example, very simple, sir. Very easy concept. Limit x tends to, for example, the question is find limit x tends to 1 f of x where f of x is equals to x plus 5, x greater than or equals to 1, 2x plus 2, something like that, 2x plus 3, x less than 1, like this given. Is it exists or not? The question is whether the limit is exists or not. This is the question. So they're going to give the question is limit x tends to 1 f of x. But what you need to identify, first of all, you need to focus on type 1 or type 2 now. Greater than less than model. Clear? Greater than less than model. So greater than less than model means this is nothing but type 1. Very clear, right? Type 1. So whenever type 1, you have the concept is left limit and right limit. Okay? You are going to focus on left limit and right limit. So now in place of a here completely 1 is there. Okay, try to understand the concept carefully. So, how to find out left limit, right limit means in the real number system, where one will be there, somewhere in the middle, somewhere one will be there, not only in the middle, anywhere. So, one left side part, left limit, one right side part, right limit. Very simple concept. If it is 2 means 2 minus 2 plus. If it is 5 means 5 by 5 minus 5 plus. If it is 0 means 0 minus 0 plus. Left limit part, right limit part. So now minus means this is x less than 1 part, sir. This complete part will be x less than 1 part. Okay, let us come to here. This is x greater than 1 part, sir. This is x, this complete part will be x greater than 1 part. Means what is this meaning? 1 above, right? 1 plus 1 above. That's what 1 above is indicates x greater than 1. So 1 below means x less than 1. So you need to just to remember this content. What is that? 1 minus 1 plus. 1 minus means x less than 1. 1 plus means x greater than 1. Similarly, 0. 0 minus 0 plus. 0 minus means x less than 0. 0 plus means x greater than 0. Similarly, for example, they are asking at 2. At 2. 2 minus means x less than 2. 2 plus means x greater than 2. Clear? Clear? Understand? Now coming to next. So now this concept, this is 1, right? Limit extends to, you are going to check according to type 1, you are going to check 1 minus, right? X 1 minus f of x. Clear? This can be written as limit extends to 1. 1 minus, what is the 1 minus? 1 minus means x less than 1. Whenever x less than 1, from these to which case you are going to consider? X less than 1, this part only, right? You are going to consider 2x plus 3. Function selection understood? From these two functions, which function you are going to select? The second one is first. You need to write. Now let us substitute 2 x as 1 in place of 2, in place of x. So 2 into 1 plus 3 is equals to how much? 5. Understand? Similarly, limit extends to 1 plus f of x is equals to limit extends to 1. 1 plus means which part? X greater than 1. Clear or not? Whenever x is greater than 1, from these to which case it is exists? First case. So let us copy the function x plus 5. Now take in place of x as 1. 1 plus 5 is equals to 6. What happened? This is 5, this is 6. Both the limits, what happened? Limit extends to 1 minus f of x, which is not equals to limit extends to 1 plus f of x. Therefore, f of x is not exists or does not exist at x equal to 1. F of x is does not exist at x equal to 1. If both are equal, by the time you need to cross check. By the time you need to cross check f of 1 also. If it is not equal, if these two are not equal, no need to check f of 1. Isn't it? Why? Because see, this is over, this is over. These two you are getting not equals. So once not equals to means no need to check this one. Isn't it? If it is equal, then you go for this case. For example, if it is equal, how to check f of a, I will tell you. For example, if you are getting this is also 5, this is also 5. By the time f of a means, what is the value of a? A is nothing but 1 only, right? According to question, f of 1. F of 1, how to check? In this question only, they are given equal to case here. So, x is equals to 1 case. This meaning is what? X greater than 1 as well as x equal to 1. So, x equal to 1 means, again you are going to consider this function only. So, this is nothing but 1 plus 5 is equals to 6. So, whenever these two are equal, of course, this is also will get equal only. So, now for this question, you don't need to solve this one. Why? Because once if these two are not equal, that will be not equal. Sometimes the question x greater than 1, x less than 1, they will give separately x equal to 1. Whenever separately they are given, separate function you need to copy. That's all. I hope you understood. Very clear. So type 1 or type 2, it is very, very easy only. Understanding? So just you try to understand what is minus part, what is plus part. Minus part means less than part. Plus part means greater than part. Once less than greater than you fix, according to that you need to choose the functions and you need to replace. You will be getting that answer. If both are equal, this is exists limit. Both are not equal, limit is does not exist. Clear? Can I move to one more question? Are you following? Understanding? Limit existency. Can you check once? Tell me, sir, whether you understood or not. Okay. Breakfast not at the time at 10 o'clock class, right? That's what I didn't had. Okay. Breakfast and lunch together I will take it after this class. Okay, clear? Can I move to 2026 4 marks question? Okay, look at it. So before 4 marks, I want to reveal one 2 marks question. Afterwards, I will go to 4 marks question. Okay. So one 2 marks question is there. Okay. After the 2 marks question, I will move to 4 marks question. Marks question from your textbook. This is question number 31 in your textbook. If the function f of x satisfies limit extends to 1, f of x minus 2 by x square minus 1 is equals to pi. Evaluate limit extends to 1 f of x. So this is a special question. Actually, if you see very clearly, they're not given f of x separately. That's what, this is not type 1, this is not type 2. That's what special question for 2 marks. Okay. So this is only one question which is given separately. That's what I'm discussing this one, and which is most important also. So very clear and easy question only, but this is not related to type 1 or type 2. Why? Because f of x is greater than less than is not there in the question, and not equals to also not there in the question. Let us consider the given data. Limit extends to 1, f of x minus 2 by x square minus 1 is equals to pi. I told just now, limit extends to a f of x by g of x. You can be able to split into limits. Limit extends to 1 f of x minus 2 by limit extends to 1 x square minus 1 is equals to pi. So this can be written as limit extends to 1 f of x minus g of x, means split the limit, minus limit extends to 1 constant, gives constant only, by, if you take x as 1 here, 1 square is 1, 1 minus 1 0 is equal to pi. Don't worry, denominator 0 means undefined format. Why? Because if it is undefined also is equals to something is there. That's what, you have a choice to send this 0 the other side. So limit extends to 1 f of x minus 2 is equals to 0 into pi, 0. Therefore, limit extends to 1 f of x minus 2, if you send that side, plus 2. This is what the function. Limit extends to 1, f of x is equals to 2 is your answer. This is the question. The answer is what? 2. It's a very good question. Either they can ask for MCQs 1 mark or else direct 2 marks question also they'll ask. Okay. Now I'll move to 4 marks question, 2026 final exam. Okay. Okay, see. Write on the question. Question number 28 in your textbook. Question number 28. Suppose f of x is equals to a plus bx, x less than 1, for x is equals to 1, b minus ax, x greater than 1. And if limit x tends to 1 f of x is equals to f of 1, what are possible values of small a and small b? This is the question. Suppose f of x equal to a plus bx if x less than 1, x is equals to 1, 4 given, x greater than 1 given. Instead of two functions, they are given 3. And if limit x tends to 1, f of x equal to f of 1 data given, what are the possible values of a and b? So very clearly, as per our discussion, first you need to cross check this is type 1 or type 2. Type 1 or type 2 very clearly greater than less than is there, right? Type 1. Type 1 means you have left limit and right limit. That concept. So before you are going to take the concept, if given, if case this is, if this condition is given already in the question, they are not asking to check exists or not. They are given this is exists because both are equal. You are going to find out the values of a and b. So according to problem, what it is given? Limit x tends to 1, f of x is equals to f of 1 is given. What is this meaning? This is type 1. Actually, in type 2 notation given, this is type 1. Whenever this is type 1, you are going to express this into type 1 only. What is that? That is, this meaning, limit x tends to 1 f of x means according to type 1, you can able to write limit x tends to 1 minus f of x, which is equals to limit x tends to 1 plus f of x, which is equals to what it is given? F of 1. Understanding? This is nothing but 1 minus 1 plus both are equal because this is type 1. What about this meaning? This meaning is this and this equal, this and this also equal. So I want to take two conditions. First one is limit x tends to 1 minus f of x is equals to f of 1. One more is limit x tends to 1 plus f of x is equals to f of 1. Clear? Now let us write down, you know already limit x tends to 1. I told you very clearly the real number system. 1 is there, 1 minus left side, 1 plus is right side. This is x greater than 1 part, this is x less than 1 part, right? So 1 minus means what can I write? 1 minus means x which is less than 1. So x less than 1 means among 3, which case is exists? X less than 1. Which case? First case. That respect to f of x is what? That respect to f of x, a plus bx is equals to f of 1. F of 1 means x is equals to 1 case. F of 1 means x is equals to 1. What is the value of x is equals to 1? 4. Understanding? Now, as x tends to 1, substitute in the given question. A plus b into 1 is equals to 4. A plus b is equals to 4. One equation. Let us move to next. Limit extends to 1 plus f of x equal to f of 1, the other case. Limit extends to 1. 1 plus, what is meant by 1 plus? X which is greater than 1. X greater than 1. Whenever x is greater than 1, which case? F of x is nothing but b minus ax. Same, f of 1 means second case, that is 4. Let us substitute in place of x. B minus a into 1 is equals to 4. That is nothing but b minus a is equals to 4. Equation number 2. Can we solve 1 and 2? This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. By 1 and 2. First one is a plus b is equals to 4. Second one is b minus a. Can be written as minus a plus b. Minus a first written plus b next written is equals to 4. I am not taking anything as common. Just to replace, interchanging. So plus a minus a cancel. 2b is equals to 8. And hence b is equals to 4. So b is equals to 4 means what we can able to write? B equal to 4, substitute either here or here. So b equal to 4 I am going to substitute. So by 1 what we can able to write? By 1 a plus b is equals to 4. A plus 4 is equals to 4, which implies a is equals to 0. Therefore, what are the values? A is equals to 0, 1 value, and b is equals to 4, 1 more value. Isn't it, sir? This is also very easiest question. This question is 4-mark question. Understanding or not? So this is the area for existing of limits. So I hope existence of limit concept also you understood. Okay, this is the class for limits and existing of the limits. And the second topic is derivatives, but already time is almost okay. You are hungry, I think so. So if you want, I'll take a class derivatives in the afternoon session, isn't it? So derivatives hardly 1 hour class. Okay, the very important area in the derivatives is first principle. Okay, first principle is the most important. That is a 3 marks question. I'll tell you which question will get in upcoming examinations from the derivatives. And the basic concept is u by v, u v, chain rule. Okay, these kind of models are there. So if you want, just you comment. I will discuss this question, this derivatives chapter in the afternoon. You only fix the timing if necessary. Okay, otherwise you can leave it. If you want to prepare your own, then there is no problem. Okay, I thought I need to complete both, but the time is, it takes much time, the limits concept. Okay, derivatives is necessary today or not, once you text me. Yeah. Tell me, if you want derivatives in the afternoon, I will take a class in the afternoon. Otherwise, if you want to read your own, there is no problem. Can you respond? You fix the timing. Kokila sir, fix the timing in the afternoon. Take it afternoon, sir. Afternoon timings you fix. 4 to 5, okay? One hour enough. 4 to 5. Okay. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Afternoon 4 to 5. Derivatives topic. That's all for today's class, sir. Thank you so much. Bye.